That's the wrong cover, lol. What is going on? Okay, that seems to be like an error? Why is it picking a different thumbnail? YouTube is being weird right now as well. But let's see if Twitch fixed itself. Okay, Twitch fixed itself. There we go. You actually got it done. You got it working, Twitch. Congratulations. This is really dumb because like when I schedule these streams, I want people to just be on that page and then for the stream to start. So having to restart the stream is kind of dumb. But I don't have any power here. Okie dokie. So, how are you guys doing on this Sunday evening? I updated the thumbnail. Should be working now. Not sure why it was changing. Seems to be a bug with YouTube. Alrighty, we had a couple more people in the live stream, so we're gonna wait a bit until people start gathering again. This time around, Twitch is also working, which is awesome. I can now host you. Let's go. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you so much. Best way to end a week is with an Asker stream. I appreciate that. Why are your bases so watery? You're gonna have to ask my friend Vocoder. Virtual Rot, welcome. Alright. So let's just wait a bit more. The cover on YouTube is still wrong for some reason. So it looks like an older video, but it's not. That's kind of annoying. But I can't change it at the moment. I don't think so, at least. I can't, which is fine. Let's just wait a bit more. If you guys have any questions, just throw them at me. I'll be answering them right now before we get into the feedback stream. Are you ever going to break down the tune playing right now? We can definitely do that even today, I think, depending on how long the feedback stream goes. Because obviously I want to make sure that I do a whole bunch of headbanging to your music, and that might exhaust me quite fast. So depending on how long that takes for me to get exhausted, we might switch over to breaking down the idle song. Let me just set up let me set up everything in Ableton at the moment. Okay, that is correct. We got that stuff sorted out. Cool. So everything seems to be working. So, one first thing I want to say is if you guys want to participate in the feedback live stream and you guys want to send in a submission, there's already a couple of people who have Night and Elite tiers for the Patreon. but we're gonna start having these priority slots for next month. And a nice bonus though is going to be that on Tuesday, when it's the 1st of March, and when I guess most people are going to start subscribing to Elite and Night, I'm going to be dropping the first sample pack and the first 2 special racks. And I can already tell you that one of those racks is going to be a specialized post-processing rack that you can use for your basses. You can even use on other kinds of heavy-hitting presets or like sounds you want to create. And I'm gonna make sure that it's clean, easy to use, and what's really important for racks is that they solve a lot of issues with the least amount of parameters. So I'm gonna make sure that it has the most use case that I can give it. I'm not gonna give you a rack with like 60 macros, because again, I don't wanna overdo these racks. I wanna make them as sort of as well thought out as possible, so you guys can just load it up. It loads up quickly, it's optimized, and you guys can take full advantage of what all of these Ableton racks and stock effects can kind of do once they're in a workflow and work together. What about plugin requirements? You won't need any. It's all stock stuff, stock Ableton stuff. But I'm going to try to also replicate plugins that would, for example, be third-party plugins like dynamic EQs, spectral gates, and all that stuff. I'm in FL Studio. Honestly, we might also do FL Studio patcher presets. I'm not sure how effective an optimized FL's patcher is, but I do definitely know that FL definitely needs a couple of really good patcher racks that are also easy to use. The cool part about like FL's patcher is that you can do a custom UI. So I'm gonna make sure that if I do eventually do 2 monthly patcher racks that are sort of similar to what the Ableton rack does, that it has a unique design to it, so you can kind of tell it's coming from you know, what I do. So yeah. How long did it take you to get good at Blender? Probably 3 years. I mean, I started around 2.5 years ago. So probably more around something like that, but I definitely spent a majority of my free time for at least 1.5 years just in Blender. Just figuring things out, just trying to understand how the engine works, what makes the engine slow, what makes it fast, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, because with 3D art and 3D software, it is extremely easy. It's extremely easy to suddenly just change one knob, and for some reason now your whole render takes 3 more seconds per frame, and you don't know why, right? Another neat little addition to the stream now, and you will probably notice this, is that everything's a little bit cleaner. It's not as grainy as it was before. On Twitch you won't see it as well because it's at 720p, but on YouTube you should see that everything is a bit more well-rounded, and also the tracking is better. I have a completely new position for my my tracking, and not only that, but I actually fixed the audio issues that we had in the first stream, so now everything is in sync. I was kind of stupid before. I instead of delaying the audio output to the stream to YouTube, I delayed it inside of Ableton, which made me basically be off sync with my headbanging. So that's why everything was a little bit awkward, but now everything's working. How do you render that in real time? That'll be for the exclusive streams. So in the description you can see my Patreon for the guys that haven't watched my stream on Friday. I will be offering exclusive Blender streams for the Knight and Elite tier, and obviously Royal and Paladin. And we're gonna host those 2 times a month on a Monday, and those will basically be like a sort of like a course. in a sense, right? We're going to start to learn very simple things like how to make objects, how to place them, how to animate them, how to use audio to affect things, how the UI works, what are the do's and don'ts with, say, cycles or, say, with Eevee. Are there any ways to speed up the rendering flows? Because obviously we are very much spoiled by a DOS because everything is in real time, and in 3D it's a little bit different. Are you donated? Are the donations not coming through? XD. Oh my god. Don't forget to deactivate message history on the feedback channel. So we got 2 more subscribers and wait, don't forget to deactivate message history on the feedback channel. So message history is like the post. I can just private the channel after we're done with the feedback, if that's what you mean, and I'll limit it to like 1 message per hour. Can we invite someone to the private lessons? Oh, we have another subscriber. I think people are figuring out the lovely animations that we have for the stream. Those are also things that I've done because I thought I wanted it to be very satisfying for people to subscribe or donate, especially donate. If someone is willing to do it, I will resize the window for the donation animation. You can just donate $1, and I'll just display you the animation in all its glory.
What do you think about CBT?
What is CBT? Now you have to donate again to answer me. That's coming. No, just write in the comments. What is CPT? Yeah, in the message for all of us, and not you, make you see something links and not of. Oh, I see. Okay, so only I can see the messages, not everyone else. I can try and see if that works. Oh, okay. I'm guessing CBT is some weird shit. All right, I made the donation window really big, so I'm gonna also turn off the music. So if anyone is willing to suffer $1 or $2, I'll just move out of the way, and you guys can go off. Also, I noticed in the first stream my head was in the way when I was showing off the Patreon video. Unfortunately, I was kind of dumb. There we go.
CBT equals cool base textures.
I'm still not. I still think that's a troll, though. Oops. I think I moved the wrong thing. Let me make this smaller again. So that was the donation animation. Took me quite a while to make. Yeah, just don't Google it. I don't know what it is. Probably not safe for the stream either. But I want to show you some other thing that I've worked on yesterday. So if you take a look at the Livestream wallpaper, which is now updated, you can see the other version of this helmet. It is the light version with blue. That version I previously hadn't really made for streams, but luckily now we have it. Looks pretty dope, right? Pretty cool. We can turn on this helmet color, this variant of it, and we can have a party mode with it as well, if we wanted to. So, for anyone who's already in the server, or for anyone who's got the Royal tiers or the Paladin tiers, this is what it looks like. This would be Royal, and this would be Paladin. God mode. behavioral therapy. Oh, we got another one. Oh my god. Okay, no, I know what it is. Again, I don't think that's safe for YouTube. So if you could try not to mention that again, because I'm guessing you guys still want your tunes played. Yeah, obviously we have the other animation for subscribing. I think it even does the animation if you unsubscribe and resubscribe. I'm not sure entirely about that though. So ja, Benny, du hattest die beiden Accounts benutzt irgendwie, um zu donaten. Da muss ich beide bannen jetzt, tut mir leid. Erstmal. Kann ich nicht gefährden, ne? So. Okie dokie. So, I think we're gonna get into the rules for the feedback live stream. So we have a couple people on Twitch as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just update the Twitch description so you guys can find a link to the donation page as well. Copy this. Alrighty. So for the people on Twitch, I've updated the description. So now you can just go to the tipping link and you should be able to... Okay, you can't copy it anymore. Well, you can just copy the link and just paste it. Should work. Nasco backflip when?
Nasco backflip when?
I could do a backflip. But I would have to open up a second window and I can't do that right now. I can make my head spin like whatever direction I want it to. But not right now. How does the 3D model look without the helmet? You want to see? Let me open up the visor. That's what it looks like. It's a little grainy here and there. But that's what it looks like without the... Welcome, Pichas. You chose Chivalry. That was on Twitch. I actually made it both work for YouTube and Twitch. Again, I try to think about everything, right? I can also switch back to the other color and go orange. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, this phase is very entertaining. And funny enough, it was quite a lot to set all of this up, of course. I initially only wanted to track the helmet, but I thought that wasn't really enough and couldn't really connect with you guys too much. So I also decided to give it a whole face capturing kind of situation, which is pretty cool. But so yeah, now we have the Paladin version, which would usually be with in combination with blue, and we have the orange with the darks, which is pretty cool. Both are, by the way, like lore-wise, both aren't like, there's like not one side that is like barbaric and the other side is like, you know, like more advanced in technology. Both are just as advanced in technology. It's just they chose different color palettes because obviously they need to differentiate their enemies, right? So yeah. Alrighty, so for the people who haven't gotten into the Discord yet, if you go to the tipping section below my Twitch or below the YouTube description for the stream, there is a invite link to the Discord, and that should actually work as far as I'm aware. Does it capture your mouth when you turn your head full right? Of course. It captures everything. Oh, my neck just snapped. As you can see, I don't know if you probably just don't subconsciously notice it, but I'm blinking. So you can probably see that. Play a whistle? Kind of works. Okay, so let's get to the feedbacks. So I'm gonna be opening up a feedback channel. For the people who haven't joined the server yet, this is the time. I'm gonna start creating a private one, and then I'm gonna make it public. And everyone has one slot, so they can send in one message, and that'll be it. Let me switch back. I might just actually keep it this color. It looks kind of cool. The 3D model kind of looks like Vision. A little bit, yeah. I don't remember that scene with white Vision. That might be from No Way Home, maybe. That might be why. Any producing today? Maybe after the feedbacks, for sure. Alrighty, so I'm gonna create the channel under General. Or we might do it under Events. But I'm gonna do it under General this time around. So I'm gonna create a channel. I'm gonna call it So I'm gonna call it Livestream, so LS minus feedback minus submissions. And it's gonna be private for now. And let me see. I'm gonna do it add everyone. Well, actually not add everyone just yet. Just me mods. So the channel should be private right now, as far as I know. I'll be putting that above the main chat for you guys, so it's easy to see. What I'll do now is I'll just set up the settings for it. So let me go. So we're gonna enable a slow mode of an hour, probably, right now. Potassium, you mentioned something about people who send messages into the server not being able to see them. How can do that? Disable the history messages. So I'm just gonna save this for now. Oh, down here. Okay. Sorry, I wasn't seeing the low messages. Allows members to read previous messages sent in this channel. If this permission is disabled, members only see messages sent when they are online. Read message history. Mention everyone. That's the one, right? Create invite. Nope. New channel. We'll turn that on in a second. Let me see what else is in here. Alrighty. Is there a way to submit private links? Can't share the demo otherwise, unfortunately. I think that's what read message history does, right? Let me Google it. Read message history allows for reading the message history. When this permission is denied, a user that exists and reloads Discord or refreshes it with Control R will not see the content sent in channels from before the reload, even though messages will not show. All right, what we will do is I want you guys to submit things. So I'm gonna open up a first channel just to try it out, and just send in messages, and just something, right? Not even links. This is just a test one. And tell me if you can see the messages from others, okay? So I'm gonna turn on view channel. So this is not for submissions yet. Not for submissions yet. I'm gonna turn off some what is it? What is read message history? Bam. Send messages, view channel. Okay. I'm gonna save it, and then you guys can just write something. I don't know, something. Okay, it should be public. And now just take a look at whether you can see the messages of other people. Just let me know in chat. I can see the messages. It's public. And now try to go to main chat and back to feedback submission and see if it disappears. And you guys can only write once, right? That's correct. Oh, and by the way, I will need MP3 files or WAV files. Whatever it is, make sure it's a link. I mean, a download, something downloadable. Yeah, these submissions don't count yet. So you guys can see the other people's, maybe because you didn't make the settings for NASCO fans. I mean, it's for everyone, and everyone is including NASCO fans, right? I mean, we can try adding it for them. Let's turn off... read message history. So I turned it off for NASCO fans. Now let me know if it has disappeared now. If it's still there. Yeah, you can just do SoundCloud links with direct download. I have to remake the channel to reset the cooldown. I can just put the slow-mo to 0. So now you should be able to write again. And then I can put it back to like, I don't know, like 5 minutes. So can you still see everyone's messages? I can't see after refresh. Yeah, this one's not for submissions just yet. I can't see after refresh. It's not for... yeah, I can still see the messages. Sweet, everything I have in SoundCloud is free download. That's good. So yeah, I'm guessing then with... for the people... Okay, so here's the thing. I think what we can do is, not for this feedback stream yet, but for the next one, when people have the elite tier, and they get the feedback priority slots, we're gonna have a special feedback submission channel in the Patreon channels that only obviously elite tier people can have, and then those people obviously a smaller circle, so you should feel a little bit safer with putting SoundCloud links up there that you usually wouldn't put in a public one, if you understand, which is not right now. And I want to remind you all that I do have a Patreon now. Obviously it's in the description, you can check it out. The first sample pack is coming, and the first Ableton Rex is coming this Tuesday, so in 2 days. And we're going to be hosting our first exclusive live stream on Wednesday. But by the way, if you already get one of the tiers now, you will be charged again on Tuesday, because Patreon just kind of works like that. Okay, the cooldown didn't reset, so just a heads up, if you throw the link in there, if you throw the track in there, other people can see it, right? I'm still gonna have the message history thing off, but just so you know, maybe if it's tracks that you already sent to labels and stuff, that you don't want to get leaked, then maybe you would want to either get the elite tier or just not submit them. All right, so I'm gonna delete this channel. I'm gonna delete it. I'm gonna create another one. It's gonna be above main chat again. Alrighty, are you guys ready? I'm gonna put it to 1 hour. Or like, yeah, 1 hour is fine, I think. So we're gonna go to everyone. I'm not gonna open it up in the next 5 seconds, but I'm just gonna tell you now that starting from now, you should check the Discord server for it to appear anytime, because like on Twitch, there's less latency than on YouTube, right? So I'm still just gonna set up all the settings, and then you guys can write. Save that. Alrighty. All right, cool. Lots of activity on the Discord server. By the way, just a heads up. I was quite inactive on the Discord server for a while after the last stream that I did last year, but I've been meaning to get a lot more active on it. So if you guys if you guys want to come hang a little bit at times and just have some discussions about sound design or other things, I'll be on there usually. But yeah, let's go ahead. I'll be opening the feedback submissions in 3, 2, 1, now. Oh my god. Damn, you guys are going off. Hello. Hello, Nico. Can you just use SoundCloud links without download? I could technically, but then you wouldn't really benefit from the visuals. That's like the main issue with it. So I don't have priority for now, not yet, because I do want to set up the systems for that. And, you know, there's only a couple people who have the tiers yet, so it would be a little bit unfair, I feel like. Because it would kind of like gatekeep people. Because it's very much understandable that people wouldn't want to pay twice immediately, like 2 days after, if you get me. But yeah, let's do this. Okay, so we have a bunch of submissions. The first one looks pretty funny. So what I'll do is I'll set this up. So I'm gonna make myself a little folder. And I'm gonna call it stream submissions. Actually going to throw this onto... No, this is actually fine. Yeah, let's just keep it here. And then we're gonna download each individual file in here. Alrighty, are you guys ready? Let me just check that everything is working. Okie dokie. So what I'm gonna do is, I don't know if these tracks are either heavy or melodic, right? So I'll kind of try and figure that out during the presentation of the track. But this is a moment I've been waiting for quite a while now. Getting you guys the experience that I'm having here with this setup with your own music. I think that's really exciting. So I am guessing that this first track is heavy. So I'm gonna switch over to the other mode and we will get started with the first track. Are you guys ready? Will your helmet react to the songs though? Exactly, it will. So what I'll do is I'll actually mute myself as well. So you don't hear like my breathing and stuff. So Janimit says, damn, you brought that idea up. No, the frog. Yeah, the first one has a funny track picture. So the first track is called Outer Limit by Janimate. I hope I didn't butcher that name. Okay, let's go. I'm going to mute myself. And I'm going to have the first track of the feedback submission. I'm going to make the desktop audio a little bit louder as well. Let's see if that helps. Okay. So I'll mute myself. Alrighty, that was a sick-ass tune, Janimate. That was awesome. That was Outer Limit by Janimate. That was really sick. I love how you made the respace the main focus of the track. It had a really nice flow to it. It had almost like a glitch hoppy type flow to it. That was really nice. So I hope you liked the visuals. I hope everything is in sync now, because that was one of the main things I wanted to fix. Let me guys know if everything was in sync with like my head bobbing and stuff. Was everything in sync? Was there like a delay or something? Was it like offbeat? Or was everything fine? Yep, all good. Everything was in sync. Awesome. And the tracking was also good. We had I don't think we had a single cutting off. So for example, if I put my hand over here, I would just kind of just freeze. That's all fixed. All right, cool. No delay at all. Perfect. Just like it should be. That's why Blender is so powerful. Okay, so Janimate, Outer Limit, that was awesome. Thank you very much for the first submission. That was very cool. Again, because I don't listen to these tracks at first, so I kind of have to go with the flow, right? But that's kind of cool. Next track is a work in progress by Lantera, I think. I'm not sure if the name is correct. It's called I Don't Know. I'm guessing this is melodic. I've heard your stuff before. That was really cool. So I'm guessing it's melodic. So I'm gonna load it up. And we're gonna have a listen to the next submission. Yeah, it's some melodic, right? That's what I thought. I even have the chat here, which is really cool. But I kind of just wanna monitor like this. Alrighty, are you guys ready? So since this is melodic, we're gonna try the new version. So this is I Don't Know by Lantera. I hope, or the Buddha, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it, but whatever. Here we go. Whoops, forgot to unmute myself. Oops. Yeah, again, I have to get accustomed to this to the system. What I said was that was a really cool track. I love the old school melodic dubstep vibes to it. It was also well mixed. I would probably play it twice, but I also want everyone to get a chance to get their songs played. So that was awesome. Mix-on was great as well. I don't know if I mentioned that already. I think I mentioned it when I was muted. But very well-rounded track. Really good. All right, let's get up to the next one. This one is Rage Mode Music. Can't share the link.
Can't share the link on Discord, so I thought I send over a little gift plus the link so you can still have a listen.
A little gift plus the link. Thank you very much. Yeah, so this is what I really appreciate the donation, and we will slot this in a little bit later. But I don't want people to think like that you have to donate to get an early slot. I'm still gonna listen to your submission in the stream as well, just not directly, because I want to make sure that people don't feel like they have to pay to get in early. But we'll get this track in as well. My tracking sometimes is a little bit weird. Let me just do a quick connect. There we go. So, Rage Mode Music, thank you very much for the Dropbox link and for the donation. I'll check out your tune as well in the stream a little later. But now we'll just go through the Discord submissions first, and then we'll get back to your track in a bit. I think that's a fair share. So please try to not donate to get an early slot, because I want to make sure that Patreon has that kind of like set up for. So with the elite tier, you will get priority slots. So we'll listen to those first, and then comes the public submission. Okay, so the next one is by Wowlands Trash called Stupid Idea Lol Try Harder. I'm guessing this is a heavy track. So I'm going to download the file. It's also a very short track. It might be a meme, I'm not sure, because it's so short. But let's load it in. Oh, it's very loud, but it looks punchy. All right. So I'm going to mute myself, and we're going to listen to this next one by Wowlands Trash. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Sweet. That was awesome. That was really short, so I played it twice, right? I thought it was going to be heavy, but it was melodic. That was really cool. I really like the flow of that one. My camera keeps doing some weird stuff, so I'm going to restart this little boy right here. Yeah, I just froze. Just don't mind that. There we go. Are you changing visuals manually? Yes, I am. It's all just me changing some faders, as you can see right here. Beep boop 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 bop. Beep 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 boop boop. Beep beep boop boop bop. Beep 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 boop. Beep beep bop. Just me twisting some knobs. Alrighty, that was really cool. Stupid Idea Lol Try Harder by Wowlands Trash. That was really cool. That had a nice flow to it. Alrighty, next track is something I started recently, not done, Color Bass. So if you can actually put the tag in on the SoundCloud link, Color Bass. So I know what we're up for, which is good. Let's save it. Let's load it up. I think I can close this one. And so this thing is called, this track is called Something I Started Recently Not Done by Spectrum with an X instead of an O. I'm still guessing. Actually, with an X instead of a U. There you go. I'm guessing this is how you pronounce it, right? Alrighty. So I'm gonna mute myself. And let's go ahead and get into it. So let's get the right mode going. And let's do this. And I'm talking again, even though I don't realize it. That was sweet. That was awesome. I love the fake out that you had. I didn't expect that. I think I sometimes have to listen to the tracks before I can play them, just to know if there's a fake out or not. But that was really cool. I loved the mix down and the drop as well. You had some really nice drums in there. Why is someone saying lean skull? That was dope. You chose Chivalry. Alrighty. Let's go over to the next track. That was something I started recently by Spectrum. Really cool track. And the next track is by Flame called wasteyourtime.wip, which is dubstep. So it might be melodic. This is not nearly finished whatsoever. Oh, it's melodic. Cool. Okay. Good to know. So for you, I'm going to switch the color though. Where's it? Here we go. I'm going to switch the color for you to dark. I'm going to have the the normal one. I'm going to mute myself. And this is Waste Your Time, Work in Progress by Flame. Let's go. Sweet. That was cool. I love the switch up. That was really awesome. That was really cool. I also love the transitions that you had in the track. They had some really strong punch to them. That was really cool. Give the track a lot of dynamic. I think you could push these up a little bit more at times. I think actually no, you wouldn't have to. I can just adjust the visualizer to the audio volume, I think. Because I think the track is a little quieter. So I can just kind of, for example, let me go to the drop. So let's just give it some small adjustments. And now it should sound a lot better. And I mean, look a lot better. Nope, actually it shouldn't, because I didn't do it properly. But yeah, that was awesome. I just tried to... The cool part is that all of this stuff that I'm doing here with the visualizers and everything is all dynamic, so I can just change things on the fly, which is awesome. Really cool track by Flame. Keep it up. That was an awesome track. And I didn't forget to unmute myself this time around. Alrighty, next track is a track Research X Wink Threat Outback Flip by Outback. It's dubstep. I'm guessing it's gonna be heavy. So I'm gonna download the file and I'm gonna check it out. Actually, let me do something really quickly. I'll just mute this. Oh yeah, this thing's heavy. Alrighty. Let me push this a little bit harder then. And okay, so this is Research X Wig Thread Outback Flip by Outback, of course. So let's get it. I gotta unmute that. Yep. Okay, that was really sick. That was just turn this up. Boom, bam. That was the Outback flip from Research and X-Wing Threat by Outback. Really sick. That was awesome. I hope you guys could hear that, right? That was really sick. The visualizer just went crazy on that one. Yeah, that was really sick. I mean, the sound design was on point. The mix sound was on point, as you could see. The visualizer really liked that one. Awesome track, dude. Really like it. Okie dokie. Next up, we have Come Home, Work in Progress. On audios, actually. So, let me... Audios is taking a little while to load. It's getting there. I can't seem to be able to download the track. So if you could send a SoundCloud link, a private SoundCloud link with a download, then I can download the track and we can play it later on. If you want Byte Story IDs, Audios L servers. I mean, Audios does have downloads. I don't think this one is enabled though. I mean, you could just enable it. Just enable the download. I'll just download it. Also, I gotta restart my little thing here because it seems to be causing a little bit of issues. Just load that back up. Welcome, sharks. This thing. All right, everything seems to be working again. Let's go back. Cool. Where are we at? Submitting is only for Patreons? Nope. So submissions are obviously public, but technically speaking, I guess the Patreon officially launches on Tuesday for everyone. So that's March 1st. And then everyone who gets the elite tier will get access to a priority submission channel. So those submissions will be listened to first on feedback live streams, and then afterwards we will listen to the public ones once we do another feedback stream. Okay, let me check Byte Story if you enabled downloads. I don't see them yet. I could obviously also just play the music. Do you guys want me to just play the music on ones that I can't import, or after Outback? Yes, your track is in here. So we might as well just play this one, and whenever there's a download available, I'll be downloading it, and you guys can have it react to it. So I'll just switch the colors a little bit because I think this is more melodic. And are you listening to the public ones now? Yes. So right now there's only public ones, anyways, because the elite benefit is going to be starting from March, so in like 2 days or something. So yeah, let's just listen to "Come Home, Work in Progress" by Byte Story. I don't really have visualizers here, so.
I saw you again, I knew just where you'd be. I'll stop this real soon when you're back safe with me. In picture, I'd see it, you weren't really there. In truth, I still feel it hanging in me. When you come home, I'll stop this. When you come home, I'll hide it good. I'll never cry again. To me. Come home to me. I'll never cry again when you come home to me. I saw you again, I knew just where you'd be. I'll stop this real soon when you're back safe with me. In picture, I see it, you weren't really there. In truth, I still feel it hanging in the air. I'll stop this. I'll never cry again when you come home to me, to me, to me, to me. In the air. I'll never cry again when you come home to me.
That was a sweet track. Yeah, some people mentioned the drop could be a little bit louder, I guess. I'm not sure if the side chaining was all the way set up correctly, but other than that, it had really nice vibes. I really like the vocals. I just think the placing of them sometimes was a little weird, but that can happen when you know, I'm guessing that what can happen usually is that when you try to phrase your own vocals or lyrics, and let's say English isn't your first language, it can sometimes get a little confusing when to put which syllables and stuff. It can happen to me as well. But other than that, it was a sweet track. Alrighty. That was "Come Home" by Byte Stories ID. Let's get to the next one. Coolio. I think this one's heavy. Yeah, it's heavy. He called it heavy. Okay. So this one's called Risk WIP by Voltone. So I'll download the track. Put that in here. Oh, I think it has a build-up as well, which is awesome. Okay, cool. So let's get heavy again. I forget to not loop it. That was awesome. I love that. I love the oriental kind of vibes in here, the heroic vibes. That was really sick. And the drop also had some really nice sort of old school flavors with the rhythms. That was really sick. I love the lasers that you incorporated. That was really cool. Really great track. Thank you very much for submitting. I'll have to fix one little thing, I think. So I'll be right back. Seems like I've been, sometimes the visualizer was a little bit buggy, and I think I know why that is happening. So I'll be right back, okay? Currently trying to fix one little issue, but I'll be right back, okay? Actually, I might just have fixed it. Let's just try it like this then. Okay, I think I have it now. Sorry for the delay. Let me just install it really quickly. Bum, 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 bum. Alrighty. So let me go back here. So just gotta clean some things up really quickly. Cool. Coolio. Let's go back to the tracks. Okay. Cool. Okay, we're back. I just had to fix some small issues that I had with the program that is running this robot thing. But we fixed it. I hope, at least I hope so. So let's keep going. The track actually just ended as well, which is perfect timing. So the next track up is a track called Phase Rush version 1.2 drum and bass. That's pretty cool. By Pichas. So let's download the file. And let's get it into the system. I have to link all of these files through my USB 4 cable that's plugged into the back of my head, of course, just to be immersive. Here we go. Oh, that's a very loud track, isn't it? I think I can see where it starts. Oh yeah. Okay, this is gonna be loud. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for the next track? You can hear the ambulance in the background? Are you kidding me? Oh my god, no way. You guys can hear the... Okay, so just to let you know, I'm at like a very busy street, so I hear those sirens about like 4 to 6 times a day, and then during summer you can hear them up to like 10 times a day. So if we get to stream in summertime, you're gonna hear that a lot more. But yeah, let's get to the next track. This is Phase Rush by Pichas, and it's drum and bass. So we're gonna get accustomed to that, and let's go. I did an oopsie. I'm not sure why the hell Ableton keeps pushing it up to 6 decibels. I was curious as to why everything was distorting. Let me fix that. Alrighty, let's get back to it. Awesome. That was Phase Rush by Pichas. It was a pretty cool track. I like the combination of sounds you did here. I think you try to incorporate some chords into it as well. You have to be a little bit careful about chords because there's a little interesting thing about chords is so the way we use synthesizers, for example, is I hope I'm not muted, right? Okay, cool. The way we use synthesizers is a little bit problematic because every note you play doesn't automatically readjust its overtones to the harmonic scale that you kind of want the notes to play in. So what you end up with chords is that you have a bunch of inharmonic frequencies. Okay, I'm getting really, really technical here, but basically when you try to distort or saturate chords, you have to be very delicate. Usually you shouldn't try to distort chords unless they're like, super saws or some stuff. But with chords, you have to be a little bit careful, or like with, I guess, like tones that have two different, it was like a major fifth, a fifth, what's it called? A perfect fifth, right? You have to be careful with distorting those when they have a lot of overtones and those could kind of clash. But other than that, that was a pretty cool track. Man's talking about the harmonic scale. Yeah, that was a cool track. I like that. That was Phase Rush by Peaches. Alrighty, next up, Potassium. With this track called F Off. No bad words on YouTube. And we're going to download it. And we're going to throw it into Ableton. Into my brain, right? Through the USB 4 cable. And let's go ahead and play this bad boy. Ooh, it's very loud. That's a good sign. All right, are you guys ready? See this little lag that I just had there? I'm not sure where that's coming from. That might just be Streamlabs because we're streaming to Twitch as well. It might be the other program that I'm injecting, but it's kind of necessary, so it's a little difficult to figure out what to do here. I might be able to close my browser as well, and maybe that helps a little bit. But yeah, okay, so on the multi-stream I can see everything. That's sweet. Yes, big sausage. Alrighty, so let's get into the next track. This one's by Potassium called F Off. Let's get into it. Awesome. That was a super sick track. That was super headbangable, which was really cool. I had a lot of fun headbanging to that. And yeah, just also the mix sound is great. And am I muted again? No, I'm not muted. This time I got it. I got it right. Cool track. And I also like the little spin you did with the melodic fake out. That was a cool idea. Really cool. I hope you guys enjoying the visuals and stuff, because obviously for me, I've seen this stuff. See that little lag right there? Not sure if that's my phone. Let me restart the app here. Oops, there we go. But it might just be Streamlabs kind of just bugging the system or some stuff. Again, the fact that this all works is a wonder, right? Is a miracle. This is like not some like cheap software that just does a simple 3D model and that's it. It's a whole system here that is actually not designed to be in real time, but I kind of managed to make it real time. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy having your music play to these visuals. And the best thing about this project is the fact that I can just keep on adding things. So the things that we have right now, that's not the only thing I can do. I can do so many more things. I can have a whole army. So right now you can see I have 2 on the left, 2 on the right. We can have hundreds. Well, not hundreds. Hundreds is probably a little bit extreme. But we can have an army here. Okay? Rollo compressor? What is a Rollo compressor? Alrighty, let's get to the next track. Again, Hitakum, that was Potassium. I mean, that was a really dope track. Chuck is next up. With his track, Elimination. It was 160. So let's grab this download. I'll just listen to it quickly and see if it's melodic or heavy. All right, it's heavy. That's good. Coolio. Let's get into Ableton. And let's get this track loaded up. So, let's get this bread. Are you guys ready? This is Elimination by Chuck. Here we go. Might actually switch it to the white helmet for this as well. Could look cool as well, right? We'll figure this out while we play the track. Okay, let's get it.
Program terminated.
Invaders from Mars.
Danger. Program terminated.
Program terminated. Scanning.
Danger.
That was super sick. Let me turn all of these back off. That was super sick. I especially love the mix down. That was like super solid. And I'm happy to have you on the tiers. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun working with you. You have a super solid foundation here, which is really dope. That was a super dope track. Like that a lot. Especially the little harmonic bits that you had in there as well. I don't know if you there's the lag again. I don't know if you maybe tried retune on it. Maybe it sounded, or maybe it was pitch map. Could be as well. But that was really sick. What do you mean with kind of Rollo compressor? Oh, that's your name? What the hell? But yeah, that was a super sick track. Really well mixed as well. And the little fills and stuff, the little... welcome, Daniel. And the little fills and fake outs. That was really, really well done. Oh no, my track isn't going to match with any of these. I mean, it can still. Alrighty, that was elimination by Chuck. Cool. Let's get to the next one. Wörterrott. Oh my god. What is that? Alright, I'm gonna just show this to you. This is funny. This is the profile picture that he decided to use. Am I properly imitating it? I don't know if you can probably just make a bunch of memes out of this face on our Discord. Yeah, okay. Is this heavy? Is this melodic? To me, it looks heavy. I don't know if it is. Let's go get it into my system. And let's try it out. Where did you get this picture from? Oh my god, that's funny. It's heavy, okay, gotcha. Oh my god. Leo Demo by Virtual Rote. Virtual Rote. Oh, looks very heavy, yeah. Alrighty, let's get into it. You shouldn't have seen that. That was sick. It had a little bit of a trumpet style to it. That was really, really sick. Those bass sounds are really, really well made. They had a very had a lot of character to them. I really liked that. That was cool. Virtual Rot. Listen. Let me listen to it again. I think my head should still vibrate to it. Oh yeah, it's still working. I also really like the drums that you used. They sound really crisp. Very well done. Coolio. Let's get the next track. We have a lot of submissions left, so I'm gonna try and go through most of them. Mine is melodic. Says Storm, the Middle Master. So let's download it. So this track is melodic, so we're gonna get that set up as well. And this track is called The Middle by Storm. Let me just make sure that I get everything in here. I'm gonna turn off my mic, and I would say let's go. And I was just vibing with that one. That was really... Oh, oops. You didn't see that either. I was... I gotta show you something in a second. That was really sick. I was just vibing with that one. I was like just so focused on just vibing to it. That was really dope. Lovely tune by Storm. The only thing I would say to improve is in the intro. I don't know if you like half timing the melodic instrument there. I'm not sure what exactly it is, but you have to be careful with half timing because sometimes those harmonics can get a little bit too low and then they start to sound dissonant a little bit. Not sure if you're using half time, but it sounded a little bit like half time, like it was stuttering a little bit. Maybe just high pass it a little bit and have some other like clean melodic super saw kind of reese layer on the bottom. But yeah, that was really sick. That was by Storm. So another thing, another funny thing is, so on the Friday live stream, I accidentally showed my green screen, and someone made a meme about it, and it was really funny. I gotta show this to you. Alrighty, I'm just gonna switch my helmet colors so you guys can see it. Oops, just spoiled a little bit. Here's a little thing someone made, and I thought that was hilarious. Oops. You just saw behind the curtain. Damn it. You never saw that, okay? You never saw that, okay? The funny part about it is the fact that, okay, I'm just going to switch to the screen now so you can kind of see. Whenever I'm switching scenes, I need to turn a fader that either brings me back to my normal setup or that turns everything to a green screen so that when I'm on Ableton and stuff, I get properly keyed out. And in that moment, I forgot it. So basically, you just have this little bit of green screen time where you can just basically throw anything into it. And I always react the same way. So I think that guy just kind of caught on that. And that was really funny. I don't know if you guys found that just as funny as I did. Okay. Really, really well done meme by QK. I think you posted another one on the button, but I don't know what that one's about yet. So I'm not going to click it. I'm going to save that for later. Alrighty, let's keep going. Next one is, let me see, is Nightmares Demo by VLP. Probably is heavy, right? I mean, that should probably be heavy. So let's get that rolling in here as well. Boom. Oh yeah, that's heavy. I think. Never 100% sure on that. Okay, so I'm gonna switch the microphone again and let's listen to Nightmares by VLP. Man, that second drop was bonkers. I wasn't even expecting those rhythms to be there. That was really sick. Also, the breakdown parts were awesome. I really liked the ominous vibe of it, while still sounding somewhat heroic. The drums were cool too. Especially like the clap in the first drop. I think the kick could maybe have a little bit of a switch up, but the second drop was like fire, right? That was really sick. I like that a lot. That was dope. Very well done, VLP. You get a thumbs up from me. I don't know how to. I'll just let me do like a bam. Wait. I have no fire button yet, but we can probably add that in the future. That was really sick. Alrighty, next track. Opacity by Nectar. This looks like it could be melodic. We'll figure this out. I muted myself? Yes, I did. Perfect. Cool. Also, like the amount of viewers currently active. It's really nice to see you guys keep hanging around. Really motivates me to keep going and add more stuff to the streams as well. I'm not entirely sure if we're gonna do the exclusive live streams with the same setup, because those live streams are mainly for going in depth and actually like properly learning things. But we might also do exclusive feedback live streams if you guys want me to, with more new like prototype visuals as well that I'm working on. But for now, let's keep going with the feedback live stream. Again, I'm not giving too much feedback on these tracks because I want to be able to go through all of them, or most of them at least. And it goes like this. Yes. So let's get the next track. Do you see that little lag there? I'm not sure where that's coming from. I'm sticking around to humble myself with all these people making better music than me. Oh my god. It's all just a thing of perspective, you know. Some people have put in more time into it, and it's mostly about like practicing and time spent making music. So don't be too harsh on yourself. It's just a matter of time, really. If you stick to it, you're gonna get better. Okay, so the next track is... Gotta load up the... Where is it? Opacity. I'll quickly listen into this and check if it's melodic or heavy, okay? All right, I know what to do for this one. All right, so this track is Opacity by Nectar. So let me mute myself and let's go. That was Opacity by Nectar. Really cool track. I didn't expect to hear a drop like that in 2022. It had the old bro step kind of vibe to it, and I love that. I think people have stopped making that kind of style, and I don't think there was anything bad with it. And yeah, that was awesome. Really, really good. The mix on was great as well. The drums were good. I'm not muted, right? Okay. I'm getting the hang of this, as you can tell. Really cool track, Nectar. GG's. That was really cool. Cool. I'll just drink really quickly. The next track is called E by RTX. I made this 2 hours before the call. That was the call or the stream? Which one is it? RTX minus heavy, Elmao, E. Okay. So if we're going to go with heavy, then we're going to go with heavy. E. Where's E? Okie dokie. Let's get into the mood. Let's get the mic out of the way. And let's go. That was crazy. I love that. And I especially love the intro. Really good mix on as well. That was super fun to headbang to. I was, again, super in the vibe. That was awesome. That was E by RTX. 3070. I'm kidding. That's a cool name, though. And then obviously a super sick track. That was super fun to headbang to. Give me more of that stuff. Even though my neck is starting to hurt a little bit. So I don't think I can go on for multiple hours with this kind of stuff. Unless I start going to the gym for it. Yeah, the chord layering with the distorted sub is always the way to go. Because you don't necessarily have to distort the chords. You can just have a very heavy sub layer, because once you start, again, as I said earlier, once you start distorting the chords, you get all of those inharmonics into your chords, which then don't really sound all too well. Also, it seems like I could just notice the background was smooth. Let me check something real quick. Are we connected to the correct Wi-Fi? I think we are. I mean, okay, this is not necessarily the direct one. Oh, I just froze. That was a malware. I'm sorry. Boom. We're back. Neck break first. I think he's going to play my neck breaky first. Oh, you think so? Oh man, there's a lot of tracks to go through still. So I need to be a little bit careful with my neck, because when I did the stream on Friday, I had a lot of headaches after the live stream. So I'll try to do a couple more, but once I notice the headaches start to come in, I'll have to call it off for the feedback. But again, if you sub to the Patreon, you can make sure that you're one of the first guys to get the feedback. Because with the elite tier, you will get feedback slots, and we'll make an extra channel for it. So you can just kind of submit there in peace. And obviously, I'll try to get my neck prepared next time. You could just do it without headbanging. Yeah, I could do that. I could just do, stuff like that, probably. No headbang challenge. Okay, we can try that. I'll get rid of my clones here. Okay. I have night tier. That's sweet. Thank you. And by the way, thanks to everyone who's getting these tiers. Just want to remind you that the very first kind of big thank you is going to be the first sample pack and racks that I'm going to bring out on Tuesday. Because I'm guessing that's the day where most people are gonna get Night and Elite. Oh, there's the lag again. Not sure where it's coming from. I'm gonna make sure that this pack is gonna just have the best kind of stuff I can make. Especially drums, drum samples, cymbals, snares, kicks, some additional transients that you can kind of just replace and use for your own drums, because there's a specific set of transients that work really well with any drum set or drum sample. And I might also throw in some bass glitches, some bass one-shots, some really cool stuff. And I want to make sure I give you a lot of like sort of glitchy layers that you can layer on top of your basses. I think that's a good way to go with. I'm going to make sure this pack would be something that could be similarly released on something like Splice or if Semantics were to still do dubstep stuff. I always like make sure that the sample packs are of like the highest quality possible, because for me it's always important to whatever I deliver is like I'm not gonna try to take shortcuts on things, because I don't want to waste their time. I don't want to waste my time. I just want to deliver a product that is like 10 out of 10 and there we go, right? So no issues, no changes needed basically. And I'm going to do the same for the sample packs and the racks. And I might even upload little like shorts on YouTube of me showing these things off, so you guys get to see what's in them. And the coolest part about Patreon is the fact that it's monthly, so you're getting monthly sample packs instead of just let's say once every 5 months. So getting monthly sample packs and monthly racks. And if you, for example, decide not to sub right now, and you decide to sub in 3 months, the cool part about it is that it's I'm lagging again. That it's continuous, right? So if you decide to sub in 3 months, you get every single exclusive live stream, every Blender live stream, every sample pack, Ableton rack, and other goodies, by the way, that I'm probably going to throw in from the past months. So if you even sub in a year, you get like what, 12 sample packs for the price of $16 bucks, right? So yeah, it's going to be dope. But again, Patreon, my current Patreon is like set up the way that if you sub, you'll get charged for the month that you're in, and then you'll get charged again for the next month, like usual, right? So right now it's like 2 days before the 1st of March. So I just recommend you to sub on 1st of March so you don't get charged twice. You're still getting the sample pack on the 1st, and it's still relatively cheap compared to other sample packs out there. But if you want to save a little bit of money, you can just wait. Obviously, public streams twice a week, right? So those are always going to stay. Those are always going to be a thing. We're also going to produce. We're still going to be educational and all that stuff. Nothing's going to change about that. It's just this extra content exclusive Blender tutorials that I'm not going to be hosting on my YouTube channel. And I'm also offering lessons. So the Royal tiers and the Paladin tiers are getting proper lessons and also getting specialized feedback on top of everything else that's in the Patreon. So let's get to the next one. The next one is by Laser. This track is called Energy Burst. I'm going to download the file. Not sure if it's heavy or melodic. Let me just check real quick. Kind of melodic, so that should work. Awesome. So I'll get rid of this. So this track is called Energy Burst by Laser. Let's get into it. That was pretty good. That was awesome. I love the vocal chops in this. Like they had such a nice vibe to them. That was a solid track, dude. That was awesome. My brain. That was sick. That was really cool. So, yeah, that was. I also liked the intro. I think that was a really catchy intro. Ultra United. Hi, Hexia. That smile model. You mean this thing? Just because I don't have a nose? I mean, do you think robots need noses or even ears? I don't think they need ears, right? Maybe they have a microphone, like a built-in microphone, but they don't have ears. We don't have noses. We don't need to smell stuff. We scan things, right? And if we scan something evil, then it looks something like this. I mean, not evil. Something that's hostile. I was trying to set up some lore here. But that was a super sick track by Laser. Also, my neck is starting to creep up on me. So I'll try to get to a couple more. But I might have to chill out a little bit, if that's fine. The stream is going well, except for my neck. My neck is suffering a little bit, but that's fine. I'm gonna chill out for the next couple tracks and see if it gets better. Cool. So the next track is by Juan Plaza. It's called Other ID. Still a work in progress. This one's a little quieter, so I'm gonna push the visualizer a little bit. Let me just mute that. Okie dokie. Let's get into it. So this is Other ID by Juan Plaza. Plaza? Not entirely sure how to pronounce it. I'll mute myself and let's go. Cool. Really cool track. I think the reverb could be reduced a little bit in the drop section. So basically you can add reverb and stuff to it, but you should always take a look at if there's not too many tails going on in the drop. And there's the lag again. I'm not sure where that's coming from. Anyways, other than that, it's super dope. I also like the melodic bits in the intro. I think you have the harmonics down in this track. The only thing is, again, the amount of tailing that's going on. Basically the sections in the drop where there's no sub going on, and it's just kind of like the tail from those basses. If you could try to either gate it or like automate it out, it would like hit a lot harder. Like, don't be too scared of having a very, let's say, like dry mix down. Like, you can have things have reverb and have delays, but for a drop section, you would want things to change in amplitude quite a lot. Otherwise, it gets overbearing over time. And one way you can do that is by cleaning up tails. So, other than that, that was a really sick track. That was by Juan Plaza. Righty. Cool track. Next one has been removed. Phoenix Master. What happened? What happened, Phoenix Master? Did you post again? Where's the track at? I think he's removed his track. Yeah, I can't find it anymore. Or maybe you didn't send the... I think you didn't send the... I think you're able to send it again. I think you have to click on share and then send the link with the extra bits of symbols at the end of the link. Is he here? Is Phoenix Master here? Maybe on Twitch. Let me see. Oh god, the stream is okay. Still updating the live chat for me. I'm Phoenix Master. Wait, I'll upload again. Yeah, I'm here. Okay, I see you. I see you. Okay. By the way, the people from Twitch, is the video buffering for some reason, or is it fine? I'm not sure. So I think you can just post again, as far as I know, because it's likely been an hour since the track. So I can only do a couple more because again my neck is getting a little tired. So I'll just wait a second till he submits it. Can you submit it, or are you you can just send the link back into the feedback submissions. Let me just play some background music while it's doing that. Let me actually throw this track into the Ableton. Why not? Let me get into the right mode. Then my Discord runs so slow until I figure it out. You can go to the next one. I don't want anyone to wait too much. Okay, gotcha. Alrighty. So I'll go to the next track, but I think I'm going to do another 3 or 4 probably. Oh, here we go. Look at those colors. Well, now we're neutral. Alrighty. The next track is a heavy track by Aveen, Driving Me Mad. I just want to note it's super crazy to just like make some kind of melody and just make it with like a sine wave that has a little bit of attack and decay. And it's such a simple like sound, but when you combine that with like delays and reverbs and stuff, it can give breakdowns a really weird, eerie and atmospheric sound, like a like a vibe, right? I think I remember I think it was in Dark Souls 2. There were certain sections. I think that there was the main map, and there was like the main section where you would usually like buy your stuff and level up, and there was this background track on it, and it just, I don't know, it's something about it just made me feel like really into it, like really immersed. And it's usually just like those very simple, subtle melodies in the background that are like very simple, kind of like bellish, right? And I highly recommend you guys playing with that because they can sound really nice. But let's get to something heavy now, which is Driving Me Mad by Aveen. So let me get that track in here, and let me get it on loop, and let's get into this one. So let's go. That was another one. That was super fun to headbang to. That was Driving Me Mad by Aveen. That was really sick. I got a little confused at times a little bit where the drop started and stuff, but I think usually when it comes to that, you can just try to, I don't know if, I think you were doing one of those where you shift half a bar or like half a beat towards like the drums and stuff. If you like shift them a little bit, I think you probably left out the first kick. That it sounds really cool. You just gotta make sure that anything that comes before it doesn't either have sub or is like has like a clear indication, okay, this is a new part, and even though there's no kick here, you still subconsciously register it, if you get me. But other than that, it was super sick. I sent the link again, now it works, sorry for this issue, no problem. But yeah, Aveen, that was super dope. Lovely track. All right, now dance rhythms. Let's download this one. Wait, this is a remix. Is this a remix of a official like tune from like a different song? Because I have to be careful with like Sony and Warner music and stuff. When it's remixes, they will like insta claim your videos and stuff, and I want to make sure that that the video doesn't get claimed or even potentially taken down because of bootlegs of like Sony and UMG music. So just gotta be careful about that. Just let me know if it's like a bootleg of like a popular song. I'm not sure. I don't recognize the original. Yes, but it's a very old one, like 13 years old song. Yeah, that's the thing. Like they will even hunt your ass when you like remix something from like 1980. They're really picky with copyright and stuff. Because they like Sony and stuff, they usually take out of the back catalog of artists, and even if it's like super old songs, they just throw a YouTube content ID on it. So we have to be a little bit careful with remixes. You can send in another track, maybe just like an original or like a remix of a friend or another producer where you know like there's not going to be any issues with copyright. But I got to be careful with bootlegs. Not because like I'm making money on these live streams, it's because I don't know if they maybe just don't like it being associated with it, and you know, they have YouTube content ID has a lot of power over videos. Hope you can understand. The creator of this song died, but we're still taking your stuff down. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of artists who, you know, sadly passed away, and somehow they're still releasing music and claiming videos and everything. I mean, I understand it, right? If they signed the song to a label, then the label owns it. But it's just a bit. To me, it's a little weird. All right, I'm glad you can understand. Hey, at Nasco, if I'm sent you a message in Discord, then you will read it. Usually, yes, especially when you write it in the Discord. Am I okay to make a remix of the tune you showed off in your last stream? The melodic one you couldn't stop playing? Yeah, sure. I mean, again, if it's not tracks that are released on like a label, because then technically you shouldn't be asking me about the label. But yeah, it's usually like that's the thing as well. Like with the whips and unreleased stuff or releases, I can give you guys like WAFs to like say if I drop an EP soon, then I can give you all the WAFs, so you don't have to go and buy it somewhere. You can if you're like already, I think already on Night Tier you can get unreleased stuff as well. Like I have like 16 IDs, and I think I can start putting those up on the Patreon. And so slow to respond to DMs, but he always gets to them. It's called Anton. Yeah. Well, my full name is a little different, but that's just like a shortcut. So I would say we do one more. Let's see. Where were we at? WIP color V2. Again, I wish I could go through more of them. Issue is that my neck is really starting to get to me, and I think it would be a little bit of a disservice to just kind of sit here and have the music do its own thing. Oh yeah, well, cause there's like another. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's like another 8 tracks that would take like another like 45 minutes to get through, I think. Unless I just speed run it, which I wouldn't like too much. I know the feeling though. Did you guys just hear like the door ringing? Oh, well, let me check something real quick. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. Was there a doorbell? There was no doorbell, right? Okie dokie. So we'll go through one more track and then we'll slowly get to the end of the stream. I'll be answering some more questions, especially about the Patreon and future plans and what is going to be going on starting next month when the Patreon properly launches and I get my sample pack out and the Ableton rags and everything. But let's get through this last track. Okie dokie. So this is, where is it? Work in Progress, Color Base or Color by Reskit. By Reskit. So let's drag it in to my system. It's a little shorter, which is fine. Check that the levels are fine. Okie dokie. Are you guys ready? Here we go. And there it stopped. That was cool. Definitely a work in progress, right? Because it stopped very abruptly, but that was really cool. Definitely add some more like rises and one cool little thing I can highly recommend that I've learned from working on some couple recent tunes is try to use less kick drums on your build-ups. Because they take a little bit away from the drop, so you can't use drums. Not drums. Kicks, right? You can use kicks for your build-ups, but try to use kicks that are a little bit like different, like shorter, less punchy, because it's gonna make your drop hit a lot harder. That's one thing I can say. Other than that, that was a really cool track. I think the belts in the intro. There's there's the high note, and then there's like a lower note that's playing the same note. And that one, I don't know, that sounds a little bit triangle, like a triangle wave, which can cause it to sound a little bit dissonant. So maybe you want to switch that to either a sine wave or like a low pass saw wave. Other than that, that's really sick. I like that a lot. Less hard kick in the intro build-up. Yeah, exactly. You always want to create context. That's really important. Yeah, you can also take some of the sub out. You can. So for me, for example, I usually have my drums synthesized, and then I can just duplicate the channel that synthesizes the kick drum and just make it shorter that way. Reduce the transient and just get a variation of it, basically. It ended at the best part. Yeah, it cut out quite abruptly, but that's, that happens with work in progresses. Oh, Reskid left. Oh, damn it. Well, he might see the video and might appreciate the feedback. Are you reviewing renders or project files? Just bounced audio. Can you please play and it goes like this ID? I can. If you guys want me to. Again, my neck is a little destroyed now. But I could play the mix again with the improved visuals and the better head tracking. I can just go crazy like that and it doesn't cut out anymore weirdly, which is awesome. Oh yeah, please just call me Anton if you're gonna call me by my normal name. Because I actually don't like my normal name all that much. The short name I quite prefer. So let's get the mix again. That's the last thing I'll do. I'll obviously chill a little bit. I won't overdo it again, because I'm a little baked again. But let's get the stream mini mix in here. And I'll just kind of chill and let you guys enjoy it. So here we go. 1 second. Oops, I am back. Let me just check something real quick. Escape plan. Where were we?
Don't get it twisted, don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted, yeah. Just like the song. Just wait a bit more. This you can't miss. Little drops you're done for, and it goes like this. And it goes like this. And it goes like this. And like this. And it goes like, huh? And like this. And it goes like this. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted, yeah. Just vibe to the song. Just want a bit more. This you can't miss. Middle drops you're done for. And it goes like this. And it goes like this. And it goes like this. And like this. And it goes like, huh? And like this.
And it goes like,
I forgot to turn off the microphone. Yeah. I was probably breathing the whole time through. Damn it. I keep forgetting to mute my microphone. I'm sorry. You probably heard me like doing that in the background. I'm so sorry. But yeah. Whew. That was our first feedback live stream. And what I plan on doing is, for all of these live streams, what I plan on doing is to keep evolving the setup that we have and to keep evolving the effects. I do have a lot of faders set up here, so I already have like a bunch of stuff here, but I can have multiple projects with different visualizers going. And again, the limits are basically endless with 3D, and that's why I like it so much. It goes like breathing noises. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I probably messed it up that way. I forgot to mute myself. Are you still going to break down the stream tune? I think maybe next stream, because I want the track to still be a mystery. I until the people have like heard it a couple of times, because obviously you can hear it in the stream background. But on Tuesday, when everyone's coming in, I'll be uploading the idle song, well, the song that you're hearing right now, on the Patreon channel, so you guys can grab it there. It's 24-bit WAV, and I think we can then either make a breakdown of it on Friday next week, because I'm guessing streams are going to be Friday and Sunday now, and yeah. I said this before, but are you moving the songs to the next stream for the people that didn't get theirs played? The issue with that is that you don't get that adrenaline rush that you usually get from like just submitting your track and then hoping for it to get played. When there's a line of people waiting from the last stream, it could go on forever, if you get me. So we kind of have to redo the what's it called? The submissions for every stream, so it's also fair for everyone, right? Obviously, again, if you have a lead, you get a priority slot, so there's that. But yeah, that was fun. Again, sorry for the breathing. I know it probably sounds very like my mic picks it up and then it gets run through a compressor, and that's why it's like so strong. But yeah, I'm excited to actually be making more music, and also the stuff you're hearing right now is something I'm interested in. Let's make these last couple of minutes of the stream about questions. If you guys have any questions about the Patreon, about what's to come with music, and how these things are actually working and stuff, and how you can find out and possibly learn yourself. There's some clean teeth, though. Yeah, I mean, you know how weird it looks for like cyborgs not to have teeth? I mean, it can work. The thing is, I'm like a humanoid cyborg, right? So the issue there is that if I didn't have teeth, I would look like weird, you know? It would look very, very, very weird. Can we send the Discord link here for the Discord server? Let me switch the color scheme. Boom. There we go. So with this motion tracking and face tracking, I think it gets a little... Yeah, I'm getting those lags every couple of minutes for some reason. It gets a little bit more personal, I think, rather than just having the helmet down. Can you smile for a second? Wanted me to do the second one. There you go. I can also go like neutral side and just go white. Like that. Looks pretty cool as well, I would say. I also plan on possibly doing more helmet variations in the future, but making this helmet from scratch and stuff, it took quite a while to make, so I'll think about that before it takes me another 3 weeks to do. That is creepy. Yeah, it's the white actually looks really cool, right? So the thing is, I can blend between orange and blue. So what's between orange and blue? White, exactly. Because I think they're like opposing colors, as far as I know. Is there a frequency shift there to your voice, or am I going mental? Yeah, there is a frequency shifter. You're right. It's a very subtle one, but there's one. Looks like a cyborg Voldemort knight. Yeah, kind of, right? That's actually pretty realistic. Oh, it is. What is your nose? I don't have a nose. Boing. Does the night tier get a priority queue next time? So the night tier doesn't have a stream priority yet, and I don't think we're gonna do a feedback stream every Sunday. Because I also want to, have kind of the same vibe that we had back with the other streams, where I was actually producing stuff as well. And obviously, these are weekly, so we can definitely do like feedback streams once or twice a month, or even 3 times, really, depending on it. But yeah, that's why Elite was like has the priority slot, because it's not a very common thing that I want to do. Definitely something that I want to do often, but the thing is, I would first have to get new visuals ready for it as well, like new prototypes of new cool things I can do with it before we keep using the same ones. I want to have a big library of different ones, but that takes time to develop. So basically, I guess, like, you could say that with the elite tier and with the priority slots, you kind of like invest into, or like you support me in keeping evolving this this feedback setup that I have, right? With the different modes and with the effects and stuff. All of that takes a long time to set up, and since I want to do like streaming, like I guess you could technically say like full time, because technically I'm streaming like 3 times a week plus 4 times every 2 weeks because of Blender. So we're streaming quite a lot, and I obviously also want to do music, so I have to kind of be careful of not streaming too much. But yeah, I'm really sorry, Kaz, that you didn't get to. I mean, we could probably still try and play yours, honestly, because you've been asking quite a lot. But we'll see about that in a second. I kind of wanted to stop the feedback stream here, because my neck hurts. my neck hurts quite bad. I just bought a sim racing rig, so I can't afford that fat outlay. Outlay? What do you mean for outlay? I mean, you're still getting a cool production stream on Wednesday, and you're also getting a Blender live stream on Monday with the night tier. And you'll get the song from the background. I'm really sorry that I couldn't add everyone's I couldn't feedback to play everyone's tracks. That's always a thing that is difficult to do with feedback live streams. It's a bummer. Oh no, it's all good. You haven't been hassling. It's all good. But the Patreon is also like an open project for me, so like we can always add things. We can move things to other Patreon tiers. So maybe at some point, if the feedback streams get more frequent, we can at some point probably move the benefit there to the night tiers as well. Someone asked, for your higher tiers, when you do lessons, do you prefer to get to know the artist's previous work so you get an idea on their shortcomings, or do you go off of what the student requests help on? Yeah, so that, first of all, obviously, what the student requests help on, and I'll also add my own bit of improvements, what they could do to improve their workflow, So there's a lot of things you can do in music production to reduce your tedious time, basically. So time where you, for example, search for samples, like you always go back to certain things. And I, for once, for example, when I started doing my drum racks that I set up for myself, I always saved myself like 5 minutes of setting everything up, right? And like stuff like that, optimizing the workflow. But I feel like sometimes you can make a lot of progress between tracks. So to judge someone based off like an older release is always difficult, because they could have made like a huge leap or like a huge jump in improvement, and to then give feedback to like that old state isn't really helping anyone. So I want to try to make the time you're with me in lessons as productive as possible, and just to just to make sure that you're the path you're on, I can help you. Get further, right? Because for the most part, if you keep doing something, you're automatically gonna go and get better at it. So if I listen to an old track of yours from a year ago, obviously that has barely anything to do with what you know now. And for some people, it can take a while to improve. For other people, it can take like a few weeks for them to like get a big jump. So it's always, I think it's a case-specific thing, definitely. Simrig isn't even comfortable, lol. Should have bought Retune instead already. Have Colert's Ultimate Bandit, that was from Nazca Ribbon Day. Yeah, Colert's is also dope. I think we can also do some Faceplant streams on the exclusive streams and go really in depth. Because with Faceplant, I feel like barely any people have really thought about like optimizing the workflow there. It's like, yeah, you have to load up these analog OSCs, and then you have to load up the groups, and then you have to do that. When I made my preset pack for Faceplant, I basically just made myself like a library of 20 racks, like 10 to 20 racks. And then I started making these presets, and it was actually like fun because it was basically like just what do you call it? Like building blocks for making sounds. That's like something really powerful with Faceplant, is the fact that you have all of that inside of that system. But I feel like people are just not taking advantage of the default presets too much. Because they're used to Serum, right? Like Serum has very set components, and Faceplant is always like all over the place usually. But I think we can do a lot there. And like you want to get Faceplant to a point where, because again, like with all of the racks and stuff inside of it, can get quite CPU intensive. So what we want to do is we basically want to create like a workflow where you load up Faceplant, you can make a sound in 2 minutes. A ready to go sound in 2 minutes, resample it, and not have to worry about CPU. And if you lose that sound, you kind of remember the building blocks. So it's a lot easier to get like high quality sounds with Faceplant than having like a long Ableton effects chain and stuff that you build, which is also cool. But I think Faceplant is like, except for the distortion module, I still think they need to fix that. Everything else about it is amazing. I'm very excited for your racks and sample packs. I have a lot of fun with resampling. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm going to make sure that, the thing is, like with the sample packs, I want to make sure that I use them as well. So basically, I'm not going to make samples that I wouldn't use myself. That's the idea. So it's not there to just make money. It's there for myself to use as well. And obviously, I wouldn't make something that's like subpar, right? Like, funnily enough, some of the samples that I made for Semantics, I used, and that's like one of the only times where I actually make samples. I guess technically, like for the preset pack for Splice, that was also making samples because I was making sounds, which was technically also, you can just render that and that is a sample. Yeah. I'm excited for next streams, Anton. That's sweet. Again, next stream is likely going to be next Friday, and then another one on Sunday. Will be racks of Patreon only with stocks plugins, or can you make some with advanced VSTs? In fact, that's not really bad to use with VSTs. Sometimes, like Sooth. So I can emulate things like Sooth, not to the same degree, but I want to make sure they're all just Ableton stock stuff. So everyone can use them. Like, I want to make sure the samples are usable for everyone, the racks are usable for everyone, so everyone can benefit from them. I don't want to like add a paywall, like, oh, if you want to use this rack, you need to add another 150 to your whatever you're already paying, right? That would be annoying. Any cool things you found out how to do in Blender? Well, what you're seeing right now has not been done before. Not to the extent. I think I'm pretty much the first one to do it to this extent in this program. There might be like Unreal Engine might be doing something like this with like other VTubers. But what I'm doing here is I think one of a kind. Like hasn't really been done before, because there's so many systems in place here that are working together to make this happen. PC working hard. Let me check the GPU usage. So the GPU usage of my PC right now is at 50%, and my CPU usage is at 32%. So it's not heavy on the system. Sounds good to me. What are you doing with all them cores running NASA? So I have a RTX 3070, and I have an AMD Ryzen 5 5600X, I think it's called. I have Chrome open, it's using 75%. Yeah, I mean, Chrome is super expensive, GPU, CPU-wise. So yeah, it's the RTX 3070 and then a Ryzen 5 5600X, I believe. Crazy VFX, love the render. Thank you. I'm not around my studio at the moment, so I'm listening on headphone speakers, phone speakers, which isn't the greatest. I keep waiting. Oh, okay. Sweet. Are you giving feedback on music? How do I send it in? You've already done that for like the past 2.5 hours. Are you giving yeah, bro? I got. Oh, okay. Yeah, Opera seems to be the best option for me as well. It's really good on CPU. Is a GPU really like that really necessary for what you do? Not for music, but definitely for what you can see here, because it's all driven by the GPU. Just like there's very little logistics, I guess it's called, happening to run it. It's just MIDI and OC information, and it's really not that heavy. What is heavy is rendering, and like having these. Well, this actually isn't all that heavy, but like having the visual effects and stuff, like the smoke in the background, the particles reacting when I talk, right? My eyes lighting up, all of that stuff. Definitely ice your neck through, though that comes in handy as you get older. Oh yeah. I forgot some music. Get so distracted. So yeah. Again, super excited to get the sample pack out tomorrow. I'm gonna try to make it as useful as possible, because I want to make a good first impression, and also the racks are gonna be fun. And then I will see whoever subs for any of the tiers. I will see on Wednesday. For the exclusive live stream, I'll be announcing in the Discord when that is going to go live. It's going to be a unlisted, I think either we do an unlisted YouTube stream or we do it directly through Discord, but I want people to be able to get back to the video. So we'll do YouTube, but with ultra low latency. So like 30 FPS, 40p. So no visuals and stuff, because that doesn't work with ultra low latency. So what about your home studio treatment? What about it? It's good for learning Blender. Oh yeah, like Eevee is, again, my GPU is only at 50%, so you could probably use like a 3060, right? You're using Eevee. Yes. Imagine running this in cycles. Wouldn't work at all. What is the lore in Nasco? So for now, obviously we have these two opposing sides. They're both technically highly advanced nations. Two different species. But as you can see, this is pretty much what they look visually, what the changes are. I mean, what the differences are visually. Lore-wise, there's more to come with the music, with the EPs, right? Funnily enough, I had another idea since I wanted to go full in with this style. We might be able to set up a donation goal at some point, because what I want to do is I want to start doing mixes, because I have a controller, CDJ controller, or I guess DDJ. And let me just ask you this question. Have you ever seen a first-person video of someone playing on the CDJs and they have gauntlets on, like night gauntlets? Have you seen that before? I don't think you have, but I think it would be highly entertaining. So I want to go full in with this. I want to get a full armor. Maybe not all the way metal, because obviously that would be super heavy. But I think that would be even more entertaining. Not just to keep it virtual, but also to make it a real thing. That is ultimately the goal here. So you don't have to go out for 7 hours to render something. The only good thing about having a good GPU is Blender's render times. Yeah. I mean, in my case, it's a little bit more than that. I might be able to teach you guys how to render actually like real time. So if you have a video that's like 3 minutes long, you can render it in 6 minutes. But that is a very special thing, and it requires a couple of steps. And a lot of knowledge about the Eevee engine. But pretty much every music video you can see on my YouTube, like all the visualizing stuff is never took me longer than 20 minutes to render. The whole thing, by the way, the whole thing. Man is turning into a warrior, soldier, knight, or whatever it is. Yeah, pretty much, that's the goal. I'm gonna do full immersion here. And it's not even like supposed to be like ultra deep. That is like not the point of this. Because then I start to get what's it called? Like once I start taking myself too serious, I think it takes out the fun of it. And I feel like, again, this is a thing I can now properly like identify myself with and connect with the music. Because, you know, dubstep is pretty futuristic music. And I think this kind of fits it. And I think it'll be interesting where I can appear in the future, which labels I can appear, and I can bring this kind of visual experience over to as well. And I'm excited to finally get to release some more music, independently as well, of course. And I want to go on this journey with you guys. So obviously, that's why I started the Patreon. To start this, to start also like sort of like funding this project and stuff, right? But I obviously want you guys to benefit just as much, because otherwise I would, like for sample packs and stuff, usually those things cost a lot more, and I don't really care about making like an extraordinary amount of money. I just want to be able to do this. I just want to be able to do this, and I don't care about making like as long as I can get by. That's what's important to me. That's it. Because this is ultimately what I started when I was like 14 or 13, and this is what I want to keep doing, because it's fun, it's fulfilling. And I want to inspire you guys and empower you guys, because I feel like with visuals and stuff and making your own artworks and everything, it's you know, it's not the easiest thing ever, and it's definitely a big thing to get into. And I mean, you can learn Blender through YouTube. I did that, but I can tell you that there's a lot of things you can skip. Like a lot of things you can skip. Are you ever gonna show music you made when you first started? I probably can. I'll have to scramble though. I'll like have to scramble like very old repository websites like Dropbox and stuff to see if I have anything old on there. Oh, I'm inspired. All right. Saw the Friday live stream on Ableton has been opened on my PC for 3 days. Oh, that's sweet. That's awesome. But I think it's more about things to make it as professional as it can be with promos, covers, post contents, and things. I think that's probably a follow-up to another message. I'm not entirely sure. Can you turn back? What do you mean turn back? Like go back like this? You mean that? Remember the OTT track of the first live stream? Oh yeah, I remember that. That was funny. Haven't produced in ages. Don't do it enough. Yeah, I mean, again, like the most important thing about producing is that it's fun, right? Because there's other industries where you could probably make a lot more money for the time you're spending on things or like on your work. But that's like not what music is about. Music is about just being fun, and it's very important to keep that. And I felt like without this new branding, without this new vision, it was kind of slowly not going a direction I was liking. And I wanted to just kind of how do you say it? Like reinitialize my vision a little bit. Do a 180, yeah, basically. Do a 180, do some new stuff. And the 2 new like melodic dubstep tracks, I want to do a lot more of that kind of stuff, like colored bass. I love it. It's awesome. Like heavy, but also melodic, and like actually melodic, or not like fake melodic. Not just like take a 3-note chord and just pitch it up and down. Like it's actually harmonically like coherent. Awesome. Love it. Music is so clean and metallic. Thank you very much. I mean, it kind of just represents what I'm looking at what you're looking at right now, right? But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm just gonna say one more time. Tuesday is gonna be the sample pack and the 2 Ableton Recs that are coming out. I'm also gonna be uploading the track from whenever I'm idle on the stream. And a couple of goodies, a couple of unreleased tracks as well, some whips. And then on Wednesday, we're going to have our first exclusive live stream where we're going to talk probably about things like retune and faceplant and how to get those things properly injected into your workflow. And obviously, I'll also answer questions. So I'll try to stream in ultra low latency. So there's like only a 2-second delay. So people can ask and immediately get their questions answered. That's really important to me. So it's basically more of what was in the initial streams, but filtered out and just purely that, right? Will you enter a record label, or are you already in one? I will try to stay independent for the most part. So I will say hello to certain labels, definitely. I will visit them and say hello, and we'll have a good time, but I will not like exclusively stick to one label. Why does Fade Away not have much low end in it? That's because there's enough low end in it, but there's an imbalance in the mids and highs. So the mids and highs are too loud compared to the lows. That's one of the main issues. And I did fix it afterwards, I think, in the SoundCloud release, but I couldn't really replace it on Spotify, unfortunately. Will you create a label? Not really. No, I'm not interested in that. The rest of the song is fire, though. Thank you. I think as time goes on, Nazca is more far from labels, more independent. That's the goal. Yeah, pretty much. I think you can make it either way. You can obviously say hello to labels, and you can be independent. Whatever you want to do. The most important thing for me is that if I make a track, I like it, and I want to release it, that I don't have anyone telling me not to, right? Because that's taking the fun out of it for me, right? So yeah. Anyways, I'll see most of you guys hopefully on Tuesday. I might also upload the Patreon tiers video on Tuesday as well on YouTube, so you guys can get a grip of what's in it. And I'll probably post the sample pack preview in the YouTube stories and on socials, and obviously the Ableton Rocks as well. Axel. Stay safe. You stay safe as well. This was doing such a great job for the community. I'm grateful for what you're doing, man. Thank you very much. I had a lot of requests of sharing the knowledge and stuff, and I wanted to make this fun and not just like here's my information, here's my knowledge, give me money, please. That's not the point, right? The point is to build a community. And to empower each other. Well, that's ultimately the goal, to empower each other, because we can actually learn from each other. Because imagine, like, if a whole group of people learns different things, and we all obviously invest time into that, and then share those things with each other, we all benefit from it, right? So yeah, again, I appreciate every single one of you who decides to go into the tiers on Tuesday or whenever you want. Obviously, if you want to wait 3 months and then join, that's totally up to you. The first exclusive stream is going to be on Wednesday. I'll be announcing on Discord when, like, around which time. That video will also be saved. It'll be unlisted, and. Oh, why am I still duplicated? And I hope you guys will like the sample pack, because I'll put a lot of effort into that. Audience that likes your work plus audience that likes each other. Community. Yeah, exactly. That's the point. So yeah, I'll be going back to the idle screen. I'll play some music as well, and I will see you guys on Friday, officially, obviously, publicly. We'll see you guys on Friday and on Sunday again. So it's going to be every Friday, every Sunday, usually days where you guys probably have time. And I'll see you around. You guys have a good night and stay safe. And the exclusive streams are rewatchable. Yes, they will all be saved. Because of the support on my tune, I sent for feedback. No problem. All right. See you guys. Alrighty.